I found an article on IBT about Larry Page, the creator of Alphabet or Google, that he was backing up a project or projects of flying cars. And when I read it, I was like, awesome! When a person like him joins a project like this, it makes you think that it's finally going to happen. But then I started to think about the consequences that this project could have. Let me explain. I come from a culture in which crashing cars, it's a very common thing. No. A very common thing. Although my country doesn't exactly have a very nice economy, people still waste money they don't have on cars and other expensive stuff, and yet they don't take good care of it. But this isn't about taking care of things. It's about one TAFer that crashes another TAFer and ruins the other TAFer's life. Now, imagine that the first TAFer has now a flying car, and the other TAFer now is a plane with an average of 200 people. The situation changes. Now, if it comes an age in which flying cars finally come to be, I don't want to live on that age. I don't want to live on an age in which I have the constant fear of walking out in the street and having cars falling down on me, or people. Just imagine going out in the street and it's raining metal everywhere. I also read an article on CNA, an article by Doug Chris that said how to win against a shark. That's right, how to win against a shark. Lovely, and here we're just feeling a tad bored. Now let's go, Watson, I got a hankering for seafood tonight. At the end of the article, I read a little chart that said how many Americans die a year because of a certain animal. It said how many Americans die a year because of mammals, how many Americans die a year because of sharks, how many Americans die because of bees, and how many Americans die because of dogs. As long as we're making charts here, how about we make one when it says how many animals die because of Americans, or any other human by that means. I found this one literally in every site I visited, and quite frankly it seems that I got just in time. Now, I don't know how bad is it that 50 people are dead in America. What they do in my country, and in fact what they did when averagely the same amount of students were missing, was that they make people forget about the incident with some sensationalist controversy around 2 weeks after their deaths. I'd like to say my condolences, but I didn't know any of the victims. I do regret, no, I do anger the fact that this kind of things still happen, and I mean murder. I will center this video on how some candidates are using this story politically. According to a website I visited, Al Jazeera, Hillary said, and I quote, "This is time to stand together and defend our countries. We need to keep guns away from terrorists and other criminals." Indirectly, Trump also blamed immigration, saying how we've allowed all these tourist families ever since 9/11, and that they've always been implicated ever since.
Immigrants, I knew it was them. Even when it was the bears, I knew it was them.
I'm not sure he understands very well what just happened. Maybe someone should explain it to him, and whoever does it may need a history book. Now, basically, what both candidates said was, "Me could do something, please elect me." Of course, Hillary said it in a more educated fashion. Now, many people already believe that the shooter was a migration-related terrorist, and yes, there are investigations to see if he is. But so far, and I quote President of the United States, Barack Obama, "So far, we see no clear evidence that he was directed externally, nor he was part of a larger plot." So then why the hell do both candidates make it look as if it's a migration-related terrorism? Yes, indeed, his father was an immigrant, his mother was an immigrant, but no, immigrants did not tell him to go out and shoot people. So let's not make any rushed opinions. Now, this is a clear sign that regulation in weapon distribution is lacking, and this is a problem that both Hillary and Obama say that they are determined to solve. Well, that's about everything on this episode. I'll see you tappers later, and thank you for watching.